this kind of scares me, but I really have nothing to be scared about. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Taiesaa. If you didn't know, now you know. And if you already knew that, my name is still Taiesaa. Doesn't change nothing. But right now, my front bathroom and my front bathroom and I probably should have sanded that. Front bathroom and my mom's bathroom, hello, are getting redone. And so my mom wanted help repainting the front, and so she asked me if I could come over today early and help her paint, because she knows that I like painting, but I also think that she just wants, obviously, like, the help. So I don't mind being here to help aid in that a little bit. Because if I can do anything, painting is it, you know? And right now, I'm just priming everything and sanding it a little bit. She didn't want to replace the vanity that we had because it's a pink vanity and it's old as fuck. Like, I'm sure the pink girls would probably love it and would be like, girl, why are you painting it? But we just have had this pink in here for too goddamn long. Painting day, painting the house. Yeah, painting the bathroom. Painting the bathroom. And then we already redid the rooms before I moved back in after college, because she's always wanted to redo the rooms. And I told her that I would be down to do that. So here we are. What time is it? It's 7:34 for me. My mom's dropping my brother off at work, and then she's gonna be back. So I just love painting though. Painting is so fun. The one thing I'm nervous about is I kind of wanted her to replace the vanity, because even though nowadays it's like when you have anything that's wood, it's like, okay, keep it, because they don't make shit with wood, like real wood anymore. So I like that it's real wood. However, what I don't like is that it's just super fucking old. And like, if we're not gonna like restore it, then I feel like, I don't know, this is just my personal opinion, I feel like this paint job isn't gonna do much for it. But then at the same time, like, I could just be a big old hater right now. Like, am I gonna paint it anyway? Yeah. But I do think that a new one would probably look best, especially with us changing everything else in the bathroom, you know? But you don't always need to spend on new, so I get it, you know? I like that. 11:33 here in Canada, no, period. I have a friend in Canada. We actually met. We've actually never met in person. We're online friends, but we've been friends since I was in middle school. And we still talk to this day, like everything. It was just her birthday in February. I've sent her like little care packages of stuff that like y'all don't have in Canada. Sent her some C's candy, a whole bunch of other shit. But yeah, I want to go to Canada really bad. I'm a little nervous with this. The guy who's doing our bathroom, like fixing everything, he's coming at 10. So I think my mom wanted to try and get as much done as possible before he comes. But I don't really know why she wanted to paint before he comes, because he's a bit messy when he does his work. So it's like, he's gonna kind of like, with wet paint around, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you're messy, you don't want debris settling in your paint, you know? Oh, I'm wearing 2 left slippers right now because I didn't want to wear my shoes or my slippers that I had on. So I asked my mom for some slippers, and she was like, I only have 2 left feet. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, that's okay. two different slippers, both the same foot. And I was like, oh, well, you know what? We're gonna make it work anyway. Because I ain't wearing my shoes while doing this. This is like low-key therapeutic, but also at the same time, like I know that I could get bored of this fast because I love painting. I love, love, love painting. Like y'all have seen my paintings before, if you've been here. But painting a room, because my mom always like, she's like, you like painting? I said, yeah, I like painting portraits and on canvas and like this. I don't like fucking painting a goddamn house. I would have been painting houses if I like to paint houses, you know what I mean? So that's where I'm like this can get boring pretty fast because I'm not painting a portrait. I hope that she replaces these hinges. We probably should have taken the doors off, but she told me just to go in with some primer. But I truly do feel that we probably should have taken the hinges off. Probably. The beasts. Or the beats. I was like, what? Let's see. Have you ever like painted something or had like a kid paint something? Like a door, and then they paint the hinge, or like the landlord special where it like just looks like like they literally just do paint over everything. That's what I fear this is gonna look like. And I don't want this cabinet to look like a landlord special. Because that would be embarrassing. Okay. Gotta fit behind the door. Hey, you remember me? I do remember your username for sure. John! Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Are you already at work, John? You already grinding for the day? Okay. The focus. The focus is so real right now. I don't even like Chapel Roan, but I don't know why that song stuck in my head. And I don't even think I've ever actually fully even listened to that song. So I don't know how it's stuck in my head. I'm just not a huge fan of Chapel Roan. I think she's kind of, my personal opinion, it's just performative. It's another white woman doing things that the trans community has done. And then when got asked about certain political things, she decided not to speak on politics. And it's like, in my opinion, you literally can't adopt shit from the trans community and then be up in your wealthy little bubble and then say, I'm an artist, I don't speak on politics. Like, what? Girl. Like, you just exploited a community and yet you won't speak on politics that affect them. Weirdo! So me and Chapel Roan do not vibe. I think she's just, yeah, performative lady. Performative young lady. And no me gusta. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Yeah, we're 3 months past the New Year. 3 months in, but Happy New Year. I'm like, once we start getting close to my birthday, I don't think of it being a new year anymore. But maybe that's a personal thing, because like my new year kind of starts around my birthday, I feel like. get in the crevices right now. Holy moly. An exam tomorrow. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. I found a person who speaks English. People, I honestly, when I just went scrolling on people's lives for like the first time the other day, and most people were speaking English, for me at least, but it was also very interesting because y'all know me, like when I go live, like I'm like, oh, I had no clue like what your guys' user interface looked like. So I was like, you know what, let me actually try watching a friggin' live for a little bit. And there's some pretty interesting people out there. I see why you guys do this. I'm like, I can understand this. Because I've always, like, the first times I really started watching lives, to be honest, was actually on TikTok. I used to like to watch debate lives. So that's where I kind of started watching them. And then it kind of just went from me doing, like, my own shit. Because I realized, like, sometimes... And at first when I started doing lives on YouTube, I was like, yo, I didn't even know, like, people actually tuned into lives on YouTube. I had no clue. So I just kind of was doing it thinking, like, well, no one's really on YouTube live. But then I realized how wrong I was. I hope she doesn't expect me to be painting this like fucking the Mona Lisa, because I'm too impatient of a girl for that. Too impatient for a girl. Hey, wickedness, does that make you feel better? Did you get enough of your racism out of your body to feel better? I'm waiting. Let me know. If it didn't make you feel better, you know what? Then I think that's because you gotta look inward, babes. You gotta look inward. Keep on dancing to the beat of the club. Ugh, I hate this, to be honest. I think I'm not gonna finish this, and I'm gonna have my mom do this, and I'll do the walls, because I don't like painting furniture. I've noticed that very, very quickly. I do not like being responsible for this. I'm over this. It started off being fun, and now it's pissing me off. Okie dokie. I hate this already. Me, I go from like I said, I'm just an impatient person. That's why I don't like doing shit like this. Like, if I'm not choosing to really do it, like it's not a project, a passion project for myself, then it's like I can't just get into it and vibe, you know? Hello, I'm in Zen, but I won't miss you live. What, you gotta do what you gotta do, babes. You gotta do what you gotta do. If you gotta miss a live, it's okay, as long as you pass your exam. That's the most important thing. Oh my gosh, and I hate getting paint on me too. Like, that's just a no bueno. A no bueno. Like I said, this is just the primer, so it's just, I don't know. I just hate, like I said, I hate doing cabinets like this. And I think we just should have done it in a different way. Like, this just feels very rushed, and now I feel like I'm rushed, and so I'm just kind of doing what I need to do. Doing what I need to do. It's just, I don't really like it. said I don't want this to look like the landlord special, but babe, it's gonna be the landlord special. I don't know how else to break it to people. Like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm too impatient. And we're going from a pink to like a gray, which will be nice, but still. I just think that like we definitely need some rollers because a brush is gonna leave too many like weird strokes, especially with the gray paint. Dun, 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 in the world of your imagination. I hope she replaces the handles on these, so that's why I'm like, kind of also don't want to ruin too much, you know? Or I don't want to get too much paint on the ends, the hinges, if she's going to take them off. Oh, and I just got paint right on the fucking screw. I said fuck it. I just went over it anyway. Needs another 2 coats. Well, this is called paint primer. This is called a paint primer. So it's not going to be white. Like I said, the actual thing is going to be gray. If you don't know what a paint primer is, I would look that up. Yes. Yes, yes. I would look that up. Do some research. Do some research. But this is not the paint itself. This is called a primer. OMG, Gina. What's so funny is even when I paint like for creativeness, like my portraits and stuff, I used to never prime my canvas. And then I primed one canvas before and I hated it. I didn't like priming it. So yeah. Greetings, what you doing, painting the Sistine Chapel? No, basically, that's what it feels like. That's really what it feels like. But no, I'm just painting the fucking vanity in the bathroom. Like I said, we should have taken off the doors, but we're doing this improperly through and through. I hate this right now. I'm getting very, como se dice, frustrated. Like, I don't even know why, to be honest. I think it's literally just, but to be honest, my nervous system yesterday was really fucked up, and I think that's kind of just aiding in everything, like, right now. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know why she wanted me to do this now, today, considering the guy who's coming to fix the bathroom is coming at 10. Like, this shit is not gonna dry. And she doesn't like how messy he works. And it's like, it's not gonna dry, and you don't like how messy he is. Like, girl, it's gonna stick in the paint or the primer. But who am I to argue? I'm just here for real, you know? I'm just here for real. That's it. I'm just here. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, dun, dun. Bum, bum, bum. You have a beautiful shaped head. I'm jealous. What do you mean a beautiful shaped head? What does that even mean? But like, why don't you think that your head is a nice shape? You don't have a weird head shape though. I feel like it'd be different if you really did have like a noticeably weird head shape, but you don't have a weird head shape. But thank you. What a new compliment. I'm gonna say, yeah, I have a pretty nice head shape. Been told that before. One of the things that they say though is this part right here on your head. If you have a flatter part on your head right here, that means you were a good sleeper as a baby. But if you have a really, really round head and it's not super flat right here, that means you probably weren't that great of a sleeper as a baby. Dun, dun, dun. And then if you're a helmet kid, well then damn, you just got a good head. You just got a good head. But I was not a helmet baby. None of us were helmet babies. I need to shut the fuck up. Holy shit. Holy shit. Did I read your comment? No, I didn't read that one. Hold on. It's flat right where you pointed. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Dun, 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 dun. Big fan. I have an exam, but I won't miss your I'm a big fan of you on period. Yeah, like I said, don't miss your exam though. Don't miss your exam. Your exam is more important than watching my live. To be honest. So if you need to study, you gotta do shit like that. Bailey, stop barking! So if you need to do what you gotta do and study and whatever, get that done. Get her done first. Dun, dun, dun. OMG. Yeah. Guys, I'm getting real sick of this. Real sycophancy right now. Real sycophancy. Freak, yeah. But everything else, honestly, the other reason why I'm honestly helping out a lot is because I just don't want my mom to stress about it. She's already got a lot going on. That lady always has a lot going on, so any way that I can help, I just hope that I don't help and then get a bunch of complaints for how I did something. Because like I said, this isn't how I would do it. So if I get complained at for something that I'm just trying to help, I'm going to be a little extra frustrated. But we'll see. We'll see. Come on, bruh. Get in that little crevice. Like, this is not my therapeutic vibe. I really wish it was, cause shit, I'd be making hella money. I'd be painting houses all damn day if I actually like shit like that. But I don't like shit like that. Like when I had to paint my room, oh my gosh, I fucking hated painting the room. Nice pants. Thanks. I got them off at Amazon like 4 fucking years ago. Amazon. I like getting like cargo pants and shit from Amazon because I look up men's workwear pants and then I just wear their workwear pants as regular pants. And I'm small, so most men aren't buying my size. And plus it helps with the length of my legs because y'all know I'm a pretty tall ass bitch, so I need something that's gonna fit my legs. Yep. New people, like and subscribe, period. What type of shirt are you wearing? I'm wearing a long drink shirt. If you guys don't know what long drink is, it's an alcohol. It's an alcohol. And it's Finnish. It's a Finnish drink. And they basically brought it to the States. And they have a couple different flavors and they're pretty good. But yeah, it's a long drink shirt. Dun, dun, dun. I also have a blue one that is super cute, but for painting purposes, we're using the black one. I'ma keep on dancing at the pink pony club. Hell yeah. Okay, this one on the outside probably looks better than the other one. Probably. I did want to go to the donut shop though, and I did want to get my boyfriend some cream puffs because he really liked the cream puffs from one of the donut shops at my house. Which, John, speaking of, if you have not had these cream puffs and you're going to be in Newark, you need to freaking go. But I'm sure you're probably already familiar with Lloyd's, right? But if you haven't had Lloyd's new cream puffs, so fucking good. And my boyfriend doesn't usually eat hella sweets. Like, he's pretty fit, you know, healthy type vibe. Whereas, like, I'm a big snacker and shit like that. But these cream puffs, when I bought 12 of them, I was like, oh, he's not going to eat 12. And my mom was like, yeah, your man is not going to eat 12. And then I got home and he was crushing them. And I said, damn, well, maybe we were wrong. And he was like, no, I easily could eat 12 of these. He's like, I'm not going to, but I easily could. So I should probably get him something, but I should go soon. I'll go when my mom gets back. That way she can continue this. And I can, excuse me, skedaddle. Honestly, I hate burping on live and not having it be a good burp because when I tell you, like, I can burp so friggin' loud, like, it's scary. I can. But it's because as a kid, I always loved burping. Like, I don't know, it sounds kind of weird, but I just loved it. And there's one time, literally, like, I was in my room, which is right next door to the bathroom, and my mom was in the living room. And I burped with my door closed, and it was so loud. My mom was like, oh my gosh, I heard you from the living room. She was like, it sounded like you were right next to me. I was like, ha ha. Funny. Okay. Pink Pony Club is all painted. Ayy. Well, actually, not all painted. Only the doors and shit on this part. Okay, one half of the front is done. Oh, that's a lie. Whee. That's a big fat lie. Wasn't it? You said, no, she has a date. Yeah, I did. Sorry, there's a lot of comments, yeah. I said I'm a big fan of you. Yeah, I did see it. I seen that. I love that. That's why I said just make sure you get your test done first, though. You can be a big fan of me, but I need you to pass your test. You know, my lives are always here. I'm always here. The test, however, focus on it in the moment, you know? Don't stress too much, but make sure you're prepared. You're prepared. You're her favorite streamer. Oh, period. Thank you. I love that. I haven't tried Lloyd's. I've seen it when I drive by there. Oh my gosh, yes, no, then definitely try it. If you've never tried it, then yes, definitely try it. There's some, like, literally Lloyd's is, like, my favorite because that's, like, such a childhood staple for me. Like, we would walk to Lloyd's and we'd get Starbucks and donuts and whatever, but we don't do Starbucks anymore, so, well, I don't do Starbucks anymore. But it's literally a staple. They're so good. But yes, the cream puffs. And you do kind of have to go early, though, because they be running out. They be selling out. And they used to really never even have a line in there. And now I feel like there's been a line. So I like it because their business has revamped back up again, which is everything. But I feel like with donut shops, especially here and Irvington District, I feel like everyone kind of supports them, you know? Like, I feel like everyone loves the donut shops that we have here. Ay, 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 ay. Getting the hands dirty. Getting the hands dirty. Dirty, dirty. I'ma keep on dancing to the Pink Pony Club. Whee! Oh my gosh, y'all. I better get paid for this. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. I was gonna say, I don't know where my mom is, but I think she probably stopped at the store to grab more roller paint brushes. Rollerland. I feel like today's somebody's birthday that I know. And I feel like I'm missing it, but I have no fucking clue whose it is. So I can't do anything like that. But that's what I think about. You meet so many people in your life that it's like when anyone mentions a birthday, it's like you easily could be thinking of someone's birthday and you really don't know who it is, because like we really do talk about that a lot. And it's like a subconscious thing, kind of like that thing like when you dream and you see a face and you're like, oh, I didn't know who it was, like it was just like a weird face. It's like, well, statistically you literally have had to have seen that face before for it to pop up in your dream, because our brains cannot create new faces. So I think of it like that, you know? So, and maybe that's weird, but oh well, then it's weird. I'ma keep on dancing to the Pink Pony Club. Oh, hangers. Oh, I forgot you guys are in there. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 segundos, porfa. OMG. It feels so bad too. I just want to be at home cuddling with my boyfriend because he freaking called out of work. But instead, here I am at my friggin' house putting primer on the friggin' cabinets. Just a planer. Just a complainer. Oh, maybe I should for sure sand this down. That might be a good choice. Getting to work. They put me to work first. Hey chat, cheers. Hello Space Panda, how are you? Best buddy, welcome in. A bit sick, I hope you feel better. Is it a cold, a fever, a chill? going to go to work. I'm gonna be on my desk before it gets busy. Real head cold allergies. Aw, I hate that. Well, make sure you eat as much as you can. The rule of thumb that my mom always shared when she was younger that she stuck with, and I don't know how much it's actually true, but it's what we've always done. It kind of helped, but she's always just said feed a cold, starve a fever. So anytime you have a fever, my mom's like, don't really eat that much. Like your liquid is gonna be better for you. Your soups, nothing that's gonna be too heavy, but a cold, you feed a cold. So you try and eat a bit more, keep your hydration up still, shit like that. Get some apples, some bananas, some bread, some rice. And then if you need to clear up your sinuses and help with any digestion if you are eating like a lot, then you can always do peppermint tea. Peppermint tea will help open up your sinuses a little bit more, and it will also help your tummy and digesting stuff. It's great. And lemon water. Lemon honey water if you want more flavor. But that shit does wonders. And then if it's really, really bad, you can do like, you can make like your own remedy, like at-home remedy. And I did this with a cold, and I swear it actually fucking helped. But you cut up onions, and you put them in honey, and you put that in a mason jar, and you let the onions sit. I let them sit for about a day. Like if you let them sit for like 3 days, then it's probably even better. And you don't even need to let it sit for the whole day because you'll start to notice it. But what happens is the honey and the onions sit together, and some people put other stuff in the mixture too. But the honey and onions mix together, and the antioxidants there and the onions help you out a lot. And what it creates is almost like a syrup at the top of it. So you'll notice that it has a separation from the rest of the shit. And you take a spoon and you just grab that little top layer that's like whatever is there. And you take a spoonful of that and you literally just eat it. And that, I swear, really, really helps with any colds or even allergy stuff. It kind of helps a little bit. I don't have major allergies though, so I can't kind of suggest that to people who have allergies real bad, because trust me, I've seen bad allergies. My dad had horrible allergies. My brothers, 2 of them have really bad allergies. So I've seen them struggle with it, and it's not fun. One of my apartments had the most ugly fucking teal walls, and the landlord was a creepy man. Which, oh my gosh, that's a story time I should tell you guys, but we're gonna save that, not for today. We'll save that for like another trip. But I had a very creepy landlord. Very, very creepy landlord. And the room that I was in was the master room, and that shit was teal. Like literally blue. Like teal blue. Like not even like a cute like little sky blue. Like it was like an ugly like turquoise blue. And think about this on walls, right? And he didn't want us to repaint because my mom was like, oh well, we can repaint it. We would do like white. And he was like, no, whatever. Like just started saying hella shit. And we was like, okay. But I just always found that so weird. I was like, this doesn't, and my room was the only room that was fucking blue. So I didn't understand that. Like it was just kind of weird. Because he had talked about like not caring if we did certain things, which was also just a fucking lie. That man was weird. That man was so weird. I feel like honestly there's probably some way that we could sue him. Like there has to be something. there's no way with how messy everything was. I'm sure there's probably something that we could sue him and get some money, because he also cheated us out of our fucking deposit with his dumbass cleaning fees. He gave, like, he literally said that we left the apartment and didn't clean it, which we know is bullshit, because me and my mom were in that apartment cleaning on our hands and knees before we left. And our apartment was so dirty when we moved in that one of my roommates had to, her mom hired a cleaner to come in, and literally she found fucking old ass fucking plates behind the stove and shit like that, and he didn't reimburse us for that shit. But yet we clean before we leave. Again, knowingly we clean like windowsills, everything, because we fucking hired a cleaner the first time. So duh, we're gonna know that we're not trying to leave this dirty. And he still fucking took out hella money for the cleaning. But he was so creepy and it was just so weird, and he caused everything to be so hard anyway that we just did not fight it. But like I said, I'm sure there's some shit that we could fight him on. And like, he was hella trying to get me to go to hit back to the apartment to pick up the check for like my deposit shit. And he was like, oh, like da-da-da, like just, do you want to come by and come pick it up? And I said, no, you can mail it to my address. And so he ended up, I had to mail it to my address in the Bay, because where I didn't want him to know where I was living when I was in SoCal still, because like I said, he was just super creepy. And there's, like I said, that's a whole story time, like there's more shit in it, but I didn't want him to have our new address. So me and my roommate that moved in together, we gave him other addresses, and I think he either sent it. It was just weird because I was also the only one that he asked to like pick it up, you know. So that's why I was like, definitely not gonna do that, because my brother had gone into his apartment and seen some weird shit too. So that's where I was like, ugh. And thank God we only had a 6 month lease with him, because if we had anything longer, I don't even know if one of us would be alive. Like, and I say that like so dead ass, because he literally, I'm surprised, like, I would not be surprised if he ever gets arrested for domestic violence, because we would literally hear him and his girlfriend, because he lived right next to us. We would literally hear him and his girlfriend, like, argue. But it wasn't even arguments. Like, he was literally just berating the girl, and we literally would talk about it, and we were like, holy shit, like, we feel so bad for her. And then, like, anytime we seen them walk out of the house, like, I kid you not, she was always covered up, always had sunglasses on, and we talked about it, and we were like, there's no way that he's not hitting her. Like, there's no way that he's not. Like, it was way too loud. Like, it was too much shit. And so keep in mind too, like, the dude just wanted to rent to 3 girls, and he knew that none of us had our dads like there, and it was our moms that he all met. So we obviously seen that he was trying to like take advantage of that. But like, the thing is that he didn't know is like, my 2 roommates, they didn't have their dads like in the picture. However, for me, my dad was the one that was paying my rent at the time. And so one thing about my dad is he's very much about his money and, you know, shit like that. So when shit started being weird and whatever, and I was like, hey, he's doing this, I don't like to call on my dad for anything. Even like this, at this point in my life, I wouldn't. There's nothing in my life that I would call on my dad for, ever. But at the time, like, I thought, and I didn't even care for how my dad handled the situation even, because he didn't even treat it with the gravity that it should have been. It was more, he just tried to remain professional with it. But I do know that that made the landlord nervous to kind of like fuck with me, because my dad had literally flew down to meet with him and was like, this is in your contract, this is in this is what they signed, this is how you can get paid, this is how, like, he literally just kind of said everything to him, like, you're not supposed to be fucking like this. But like I said, I think it was just a off guard moment for the landlord, because like I said, he was so busy taking advantage of the factor that he was dealing with women, and you can tell that he wasn't as respectful to women as he was going to be with the man. So that's why. And yeah, and so, because he was trying to say hella like weird shit, like, he was like, because there'd be certain times like I'd give him a check or I'd give him cash, because my dad told me, he's like, just get a checkbook That way you can give him a check sometimes and whatever. And I was like, okay, so I did that. And like sometimes I'd give him cash, sometimes I'd give him a check. And the first time I went to give him a check, he was like, oh, I can't take this. And I was like, why? And he was like, because like I won't be able to deposit it in time or some shit. Like he just made up some bullshit. Like said some bullshit. Like I'm not gonna be able to deposit it in some time, and if your rent is due this, then you have to give me the check on this date and whatever. And when I was telling like my dad that, he was like, that's literally not true. He can't tell you how to pay him if it's not in his like thing like that, and it literally says in here that it's fine and whatever. So he was literally just trying to get me to go back to doing cash. But the other thing is like the girls that I roomed with, they were from closer to SoCal. Like they had, you know, banks there and normal banks. I use like credit unions and shit like that. So when you're not at your home credit union, you could only like take out so much cash. And so I couldn't be taking out that much cash, not at my main bank. So that wasn't plausible. And so he literally tried to tell me like me giving him the checks wasn't valid. And I was just like, that's not true. It's still money. And then you can't tell me to pay you earlier because that's not when rent is due. Like I gave you the rent money when it's due. So yeah, I don't know. It's just it was a little odd. It's a little off. And then he tried to charge my ex for being there. And he was like, if you're here, like, you can't, you have to pay this and like, I'm gonna charge her an extra $100 a month, like, And he was like, we're literally a distance couple, and I'm just visiting. Like, I haven't even been here for more than a week. And he was like, well, it says in their contract that you can't have people here for over 2 weeks. And it did, and that's why I told him. And I was like, dude, he literally is tripping. And to the point where he was yelling at my ex so bad. He was yelling at my ex so fucking bad. To the point where my roommate called me while I was in class and was like, hey, so-and-so's going off on someone's boyfriend. I just don't know if it's yours or like my other roommate. She's like, I just don't know which of your boyfriends it is, to be honest. And so she flipped the camera on the FaceTime. I was like, oh, that's my boyfriend. So I'm sitting there like trying to call my boyfriend. And she was like, she's like, he's holding his own. So, and she's like, it's kind of nice to hear someone talk to him this way. Like, talk back to him, like, whatever. And then I found out from my ex, like, when he was telling me, my ex was just trying to be nice. Like, my ex literally asked him if he needed help taking out trash cans and shit. And he just literally went off on him, like, just saying, like, oh, you can't be here and again. Like, he wasn't even there for a fucking week. Like, and you can't tell me I can't have guests at my apartment that I'm paying for. So that was another big issue. Because, like I said, he was just weird. And it's because we were women. Like, you can tell that he just did not like any man being around. Like, any guy being there. And that's what made it very evident in, like, how clear it was. The man did not like other men being around. Because he even ended up saying something to my other roommate's boyfriend. But my other roommate's boyfriend to me was a little bit more like, and I mean this not saying this, like, to be super fucked up, but my roommate's boyfriend was a little bit of a bitch. Like, he was more of, like, a lapdog boyfriend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she was definitely wearing the pants. You know what I mean? And not saying, like, that's a bad thing, but, like, it's just more of, like, she would be the one to ever say something in those situations than he would, but she also would not say something in those situations because it's fucking, the landlord was crazy. So we wanted to avoid him. But so she literally stopped staying at the apartment because of how much shit that the landlord said to her about her boyfriend. And they didn't want to argue it, so they just stayed at his place. But I couldn't do that because I was in a distance relationship. So when my boyfriend comes to visit me, I ain't gonna go pay for a goddamn fucking hotel because my landlord doesn't like that my boyfriend is staying over for a couple nights. Like, what? Like, you're not my dad, bitch. You kidding me? I'm not gonna go spend more money to stay somewhere when I got a bed, I got a roof, I got a car. Like, it just made no sense. Dun, dun. Mans was weird. Oh my gosh, I'm perplexed by this story. Yeah, it was just I don't know. It was just so bad. Ooh, is this another story time? The ladies will be pleased. Okay, yeah. Honestly, like I said, this one though, it could be such a full story time that I don't know if I should do it as a full live because, like I said, like what I literally just told you there is literally just scratching the fucking surface. Like, there's so much that's weird about him. I'm almost, and literally, it was so bad to the point where our moms looked him up, like literally did a fucking did a what's it called, a background check on him. And when, because we ended up, like I said, it ended up getting that bad and that creepy and that weird that our moms did a background check and ended up emailing my mom his background check. One of the girls' mom did after she did it, and the dude had already been arrested for prior domestic violence charges. Apparently, he has a restraining order against, or he had a restraining order from one of the fucking neighbors, because he literally said that he was gonna beat the shit out of them and then fuck their face. Like, literally said that shit to a neighbor. A neighbor got charged for it. So, criminal shit. And in my head, like, after we find all this out, in my head, I was just sitting there thinking, because you guys are probably like, girl, why'd you move in the first place? Like, how did we not see these flags? I'm from the Bay Area. I had the ex-roommate story that I told y'all about, Amber. I just wanted to get out of that fucking place. I wanted to stop seeing that bitch. I was ready to get the fuck out. But the thing was, it's hard to apartment hunt in another city that you're not living, like, you know what I mean? You're not living in. So I was doing that online, but it's hard. I also don't have roommates at this point. And then I see a girl that I took an online class with post on a private story, and she put me in it and said, me and so are looking for an extra roommate. I said, bitch, I am there. I need a room. And she said, perfect. I'm so happy you responded anyway. Like, there's a bunch of sorority girls, and we didn't want a bunch of sorority girls. And I was like, yeah, no, not me, babe. Not my vibe. So basically, that's why, is because I ended up literally just living with two random people that went to my school. And they were in SoCal, and they were like, oh, don't worry, like, we're gonna go apartment shopping together, like, da-da-da, and they were like, are you, and I was like, I'm not picky. I was like, whatever y'all want, just let me know, like, da-da-da, whatever. I was like, as long as you guys actually think that it looks good, and it's a good deal, and da-da-da, whatever. So they were looking at some places, and then they liked it, because obviously, with a fucking narcissist weirdo, they're gonna be super nice and charming. So they were like, yeah, like, he was really nice, and he showed us this, and there's 2 units, and he said that we can even move to the downstairs unit after he finishes it because he's working on it, and that's why he's going to give us a 6-month lease, and that way hopefully he's done after the 6 months so that we can move down to the better one, like, and da-da-da, whatever. And so we, they were like telling me all that, and they met him and said everything was good. So I took their word for it, like, genuinely, because honestly, I had nothing else that I could do. Because I gotta have someplace to live. Like, I'm going to school still. Like, I'm still in college. Like, I can't do completely online. Like, shit's transitioning back. Like, I need a place to live. So I was like, okay, like, I trust y'all. It's all good. Now, it comes to, like, paying the deposit. I still wasn't in SoCal, so I had to get the money to my brother, because my brother was in SoCal. And my brother, because the guy wanted the deposit in cash. And the 2 other ladies obviously were down there already. Like, they were still in SoCal. Like I said, their families live kind of close. So it was a lot easier for them to drop that off than it was for me. So I told them, I was like, hey, like, sorry that it's a little bit of a different vibe. And, like, I know they just dropped it off right away, but I have to have my brother drop it off and whatever. And he's like, oh, that's fine. And when my brother went to go drop off the money, he invited my brother into his house, into his apartment. And my brother said that in his apartment, he fucking, because he asked them to smoke with him. Like, that's the other thing too, which I kind of felt was like, I was like, also, I got mad at my brother because he didn't tell me this story until after I moved in. And this is why, like, whenever I tell people I have 4 brothers and they're like, oh, they must be really protective, I'm like, no, because of shit like this. Like, I'll tell you, like, this is exactly what I mean. Like, my brothers are not, like, I don't look at my brothers as, like, and this might sound fucked up, and maybe to, like, other people, they're like, oh, that might be bad, but it's just the truth. I don't look at my brothers as, like, protectors. I don't feel like I can go to my brothers, really. And, like, it's not to say that I think that they're, like, I don't know. I just wouldn't. That wouldn't be my first thing. You know, like I know they love me and I know they care about me, but it's not in their mind. And like I said too, like that's a big thing that even is. That's just even the way that being like raised. You know, like my dad was never really that type either. I mean, hey, hence the reason why I don't talk to my dad. But but like shit like that. So this situation, my brother ends up telling me that he invited him in because he asked him if he smoked, which I thought, okay, microaggression, because you're a black man walking on his door, that'd be just really weird to, again, you're dropping off money for your sister to live there, and you come to his door and he asks you if you smoke weed, like, and then that's when my brother, of course, was like, yeah, but he ended up asking him if he wanted to smoke, and he was like, yeah, no, like, come in, and so my brother went in, because he was like, honestly, he was like, low-key, like, I felt like he really wanted me to come in. And so I was like, okay. And then when he came in, when he went in, he said that my landlord at the time had monitors, literally like screens, like multiple screens with cameras, sitting on his counter and just facing the couch. But the thing was, those monitors was monitoring the property. And there's 3 monitors. And he supposedly only had cameras in the walkway and the back by where the cars park. Why do you need 3 monitors for 3 cameras? 3 different cameras. What? This is honestly frustrating me to paint this. I'd rather paint the wall.
You're just priming it.
I know, but that's what I mean is I don't want to paint this. You can paint it. I'll prime it, but... I know, that's what I'm saying. What we need to do, replace the hinges and...
I know, I gotta get the hinges. I just didn't buy. I'm thinking of going like this.
I kind of like the gold.
But everything else is the nickel. Everything else...
I know, but that's why I think the gold would stand out.
Everything is brushed nickel in the bathroom. Like I got this for the...
Okay, well, I was just telling in my opinion, I think gold would stand out. But, do what you want.
I saw it take them off the... Why is it just because it's slow and tedious? Or?
Yeah, I'd rather just paint a straight wall. Like, I don't want to paint the crevices, and it's just frustrating. But I'm almost done priming it, so I can finish that. I just know, like, this will flip my OCD out, because then I don't want to hit the things, and
oh yeah,
and it makes me think of, like, I literally keep saying it on my live, I'm like, I just don't want to give this a landlord special. Like, in my head, that's what I feel like it's gonna look like, and I can't do that because it frustrates me. Whereas a primer, it's like, well, I know this is gonna get covered, so yeah. And then a wall's a little bit more straight. Yeah. It's true, they just paint over everything. I mean, you remember even my last apartment? Yeah. If you did that, they just painted over literally everything. I didn't even have a smoke detector in my last room. Yep. It's been really annoying.
Hey.
They've honestly been pretty quiet for how they're fighting. Or how they're playing. Oh, Ghost, hello, how are you? Mandy, hello. Oh my gosh, holy cow, he sounds like the Tooth Fairy in the Red Dragon movie. Oh, I've never seen that. What are you painting at? I'm painting the vanity, and this is just a paint primer, so, but we're gonna end up painting it a gray, like a darker gray, to match the rest of the bathroom. Wee. I'ma keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Not my Kobe Bean. I'm kidding. They're so funny. The dogs are literally hilarious. Look, I told you guys I'm literally wearing slippers on the two same feet. So that's why they're two different ones. But that's because I'm not trying to wear any clothes that I actually care about getting shit on. So that's why we're wearing slippers of the same foot. Two opposite slippers that are the same foot. I fucking hate that goddamn fucking song and I don't even know why it's in my head. The distraction. But man, yeah, it was just really crazy. So he had hella monitors and it's like it was multiple angles of shit, but how are you gonna have multiple angles if you only supposedly had 3 cameras? And then when we were living there for a while, we started hearing rats and we started seeing them on our neighbor's apartment when we would smoke outside. And then we started seeing them get in the kitchen. And the thing was, like, only one of my roommates really cooked. And she literally stopped cooking because nobody wants to cook when there's fucking rats. And so we literally stopped doing shit in the kitchen and started, like, eating out hella. And, like, so obviously now you're causing college students to spend more money. And then on top of that, we were having to clean up so often. Like, not even, like, obviously, like, it was a good thing that we were cleaning, but we were cleaning up so often because we just weren't trying to have, you know, more issues with fucking rats. And when my roommate complained about it, because at some point, like, we did end up saying something, because it's like, hey, like, this is actually getting really bad, and we don't even, like, keep food, like, we don't have this, and it's kind of affecting us now, like, really affecting us. And he was trying to empathize with her at first and was like, yeah, like, I know I have them too, they're around the buildings, like, it is, like, a bigger issue, like, we're gonna get it fixed, like, da-da-da, whatever. And he said all that, and then he didn't do anything about it, like, literally ignored it. And then she emailed him again, like, said something again, like, hey, like, da-da-da, whatever. And this time, like, he called her, he ended up calling her, and, like, went off on her, and was like, I don't know why you're complaining about this, like, I don't have any of these issues, and da-da-da, whatever. And she's like, you literally just told me on the phone the last time that we talked that you also have these same issues, and that it's about, like, putting food away and doing this and that, and I told you that we did, and da-da-da, whatever. And he was like, well, you guys just need to keep your apartment clean because I'm not having these issues, and da-da-da, whatever, and just started, like, basically lying, like, nah, you're lying again. So he started saying that he didn't have these issues, and he said, you guys just need to clean your apartment. And she was like, that's the thing, like, we do clean our apartment, like, we don't have trash out. And he was like, well, from what I've seen, your guys' apartment is not clean. And that's when afterwards I was like, from what he's seen, what do you mean? Like, you're not supposed to be in our apartment. Like, what do you mean from what you've seen? Like, it just, and that's where it was very, very off and telling in that moment that it was like, ew. Yeah, this man's a creepy. And that's a good thing. And then the other thing was, like, me and my mom changed my locks on my door when we first moved in because my mom's very much about having locks. That's too bright. I was like, that's not a good place to put y'all. My mom's very much about having locks on the door, so we changed them, but we would keep the old knobs. And he was, like, trying to do it for us, like, he was trying to change the thing for us, and I was like, oh, we could just do it, like, and that's when my mom was like, no, like, I know how to do it, like, it's all good. And he's like, oh, no, and that's when he was like, then he started saying something about the original knobs, and she's like, oh, don't worry, we're gonna keep them. I want to make sure that she can lock her door and she has the keys and she can do this. And so he was kind of like fighting it a little bit more than you would think you would want. And then he was just like making the excuse of, we'll make sure that the girls, if they get one, then it has to match. And my mom was like, well, don't worry, because even if they do, like, we'll tell them to keep their old ones and we'll put back your original locks on. Like, you're good. But that was another sign of like, it's weird. You know what I mean? Like, that was very weird. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, front side of priming is done. Now we gotta do the side. OMG. I'm over this already. Oops. Yeah. Y'all, someone come kick me in the face every time I sing that. Holy shit. Like, what the fuck? Bangers. I really just, on this one, I'm gonna go through it pretty quick, but I just gotta be kind of careful around the little toilet paper thing. Love Bug, drop a like real. Red Dragon, It's a Silence of the Lamb prequel. Oh damn, really? Is it really? I need to watch that then. I love Silence of the Lambs. I literally did not know that was a thing. I'm gonna have to watch that. I love that movie. Clarice. I just love the ending too. And so I'd love to have you for dinner. Like, haha, little do you know that man's a cannibal. He's gonna eat you. Did you like Silence of the Lambs, Mom?
Clarice?
Yeah. That's what I just said. It's like Clarice. It's so funny. I showed Jack the skit, the bears and the bulls.
Oh,
I showed him that one.
you've never seen that.
No, he said his dad. He said, I think my dad has actually said this.
Says that.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody with age.
I put my
My card on file with Fast Track and now there's so many bills. I don't like it.
Is it just like a invoice thing or?
Yeah, but they shouldn't because I put my new card on it. The other card expired.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure why.
Well, make sure they're not charging you and sending you that still. Fast Track, that dumbass fucking Fast Track. Fucking hate that bullshit. Having to pay to drive on a fucking freeway is bullshit. It's called a freeway for a reason. You already pay for your car, you already pay for everything else. Over and over again, now you have to pay to drive in a fucking lane? No, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's utterly bullshit. And they make you think it's a good idea because it's like, oh, well, some people need to get to work early. Some people need to do this. Okay. That don't mean you have to pay for it. Like, y'all are just giving into capitalism. Like, if you really think about it, you don't have to pay. But you should not have to pay to have access to one lane. Like, you're literally paying for time. Like, paying to save time. Like, if you really think about it. You're paying to save time. And that should not happen. Oh, I almost fell. I honestly feel like nobody really cares about this side that much. This is the side closest to the toilet, so you really just need something.
Whee!
I'm getting sick of this, y'all. After I finish this, we're gonna go get cream puffs. Cause I need to get some for him. I don't need to, but I want to. And it's still early enough that they should have them. Especially on a Monday. Especially on a Monday. Oh my gosh, kick me in the face. What the fuck? I'm giving her free fucking advertisements. Hey, soul sister. Hey, my Mr. Mister. I kid you not, right now, y'all. My patience is as thin as this primer is. Dip, dip, dip. I don't know how people do this for a living. I really don't. I really, really don't. Okay, period. Period. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Shut the fuck up. Holy fuck. Wee. Wee. Sorry. Been thinking back to work. Oh, Katie, hello. Oh, I love work, but Mondays they're a little different. Yeah, no, honestly, I can assume. Good. Got parent teacher conferences after school. We just got to bed. Ooh, that's great. Love to hear that, Katie. Love to hear that. Strong, independent woman. Heck yeah. Except I hate this. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. I don't like this. But like I said, we're gonna go get friggin' cream puffs right now, so. Because I am done priming the side of this. I'ma keep on dancing to the pink pony club. Whee. Oh yeah! Guys, I got to see two of like my old childhood friends. When I say old childhood friends, like literally one of them, I've been friends with her since kindergarten. The other one, me and the one that I've known since kindergarten, we met in first grade, and we haven't talked to her in a while, but we just seen her like last month because she got engaged, so she's getting married, and so we went out to like celebrate her, and then we just went out yesterday, and I just love going out with them, and it's so funny because like we were talking about it, because I'm gonna help her with her makeup and do her makeup, and I was just like, I was like, that way you don't have to pay for the expense, like you don't have to pay me. And she's like, girl, like we would pay you, and I was like, no. I said, you wouldn't need to. I was like, that can be like a wedding gift. But we were just talking about that, and we were like, oh, like that's literally so cool. She was like, I used to always think like, what happens when Gian gets married? What happens when taiesaa gets married? Like she was like, I'm just so happy that you guys reached out and did that, because I ended up reaching out to her when I seen my mom sent it to me, because she doesn't have social media or anything. And I texted her number, like not even knowing if it was the same number. And luckily it was. So we ended up, so we've just been hanging out a little bit more, and it's been good to do some stuff like that. And I'm really excited for her because she has her date picked out. Like she just told us like, oh, we picked out the date. We just did the venue. I just got the venue, signed the contract last week. I'm like, oh, period. So I'm gonna do her makeup. So I get to do one of my longtime besties makeup for her wedding, and I think that is just beautiful. Like, who could have dreamt of anything better, knowing someone for so long, you know? And I love it. Okay, everything is primed. ¿Dónde está mi mami? ¿Dónde está mi mommy? Oh, mommy. I always hated those because that's when the teachers would tell everything. I don't think I ever had a bad parent-teacher conference. I finished priming. Are you okay? What happened?
Trying to take that
Piece off? Hurt?
no, the hose off the thing.
Oh. Yeah.
Hurt.
Whenever you had parent-teacher conferences, did they ever say anything bad about any of your kids, ever?
The worst was
Dante.
Dante. Dante was the teacher always said he had ADHD.
Is it not coming?
Fucking crying.
It's still not going?
Things on there. Okay.
Oh.
He had said he had ADD,
Mm-hmm.
but he liked all of it. So that was more busy.
And then, in junior high, the science teacher for Sharma.
Oh, what? What'd she say?
She said he's not good because he doesn't listen. He just says, Mom, I don't understand her.
Yeah. Or was that math?
No,
It was science?
it's science.
Because I had a Sharma, but she was math, and she was hard as fuck to understand. And I remember that was hard for me because
science.
it was.
She might have, no, but I think she's science. And then his math teacher, who was also hard to understand in Irvington.
Oh,
And she helped him get out of the class because he was so bad.
yes, he was so bad.
That's it.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Boyd's to get some donuts or to get some cream puffs for Jack. Huh? Yeah. Do you want to go with me? Okay. Is that good? How I primed it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Because she said that there's primer in the paint already.
Yeah, that's what most paints get made with now.
Right. So it's just an extra. She goes, I would do it just if you have it, do it. I'm not sure how much she knew, but I just say, okay. Let me just give you one try that.
Look, I put on both slippers anyway.
I forgot I think over here I have shoe covers.
Oh. It was literally just because I wear my Uggs, but I'm gonna slip back into them now. Huh? Make Pedro do it.
You think he's stronger than I am?
No, but he probably has a tool, like a wrench.
Yeah, he might.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
true.
I don't think he's as strong, but.
He's pretty strong, but I'm pretty strong too. Okay.
No, I know. I'm not saying that he isn't strong. What I'm saying is I don't know how. Like I said, I don't think he's much stronger than you. And that's not saying nothing, trying to say nothing about a man. That's just saying my mom is very strong. Okay. My mom is very, very strong. Where are my keys? Where are my keys? ¿Dónde está mi chica?
What are what?
My keys. Where are my keys?
Oh, I thought you said, what are these?
No, I said, where are my keys?
You went into your room.
I know, and I just looked in there, but I had to get in.
You went to pick up the puppies.
Yeah, let me check my room again. Dun, dun, dun. We're lost. Yes. They are right there. Yeah, we can.
Just in case. That's what I'm
We're gonna take the puppies with us. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're safe inside.
And then you probably don't wanna. Oh wait.
What?
I was gonna say the wall that he's putting the mirror on. When is he putting that on?
He doesn't have to do it today.
I was gonna say because I don't know if we would
He
want to.
mentioned doing it today, but I think the plumbing's gonna take him long enough.
Yeah, and that's a bigger issue.
But I will clean it when we get back and then if he says anything.
Yeah, I'm down. Let me show y'all the puppies because we're gonna get them in the crate too. And my phone might die, but I'm gonna try and get you guys on a charger sooner. Hey babies! Hi my buddies! Hi my buddies! How my babies doing? How my babies? Hi my Colby Beans! Hi my Colby Beans! Hi my Colby Beans! I don't know. Which one do you want?
Either the bigger
Probably
one.
group. Yeah,
Give me the 4-pounder, not the 2-pounder.
yeah.
I just need the 4-pound.
Give me the big one. Come here, babies. Come here, babies. Oh, hi, my Grudy. Oh, hi, my Grudy.
Babykins.
Hi, my Grudy. How are you, baby? Hi, my
Okay.
Grudy.
Pop, turn this over. Bum, 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 bum. You said, whoa, I haven't got to be in this
Oh,
thing yet.
come here, my Kobe
Stay in here.
beans. Oh, hi, my Kobe beans. Hi. He's so funny. Hold on. Ready? Come here,
Let me
baby.
go for a ride.
Come here, baby.
Let me go for a ride, mister.
Oh, hi, my baby. Oh, hi, my
Hey, you
Kobe
gotta
beans.
share with brother.
Oh, hi, my
Brother
Kobe
coming
beans.
in too. Brother coming in too. It's okay. There we go.
Yeah.
Sit right on his head. Okay, my guys. Here. Ready?
Okay.
Wait a minute. Let's snap you. There we go.
Oh, thank you,
There we
Granny.
go. Look at the little boy.
Okay.
Yeah, you're okay.
You're so funny. Okay. Kobe beans. Absolutely so funny.
Oh, you get back.
Hazel, you can't go with us, Mama.
Get back.
If you were such a good girly. Hey, sit. Hazel, come
I
here.
got you.
Move.
I got you.
Sit, Hazel. Hazel. Come here. Hold on, let me get them away and you can go. Here, come here.
Giving out treats, Bill.
Go. There. Bailey, this one's for you. Treat, para you. Good job. And there's your second piece because you got little teeths. Whee! Okay. That was so much work. I thought you were taking my car. Oh. Oh. Mom, I was tired. They were tired. It was a lot. It was so bad. Sorry, y'all. Phone died, but we got you guys on a charger.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi.
So we're just going down the street. And we're gonna get these donuts. These cream puffs. Groot, since he's still a little baby, he gets car sick.
It's okay. We're gonna keep you for kittens. I wonder why that is if he's even sitting.
I think it's their they said it's something to do with their ears. Hello, side girl. How are you?
Oh, my Kobe beans. Hi, these are my beans. Hi, my babies.
Look how cute they are. Just look at them. Just look at them.
Oh, hi, my beans. Hi, my buddies.
Okay, Bidkins.
He's doing a lot of smacking his lips. Yeah, because he's trying to lick the saliva. Sorry, it probably sounded weird because you guys are connected to my thing. Oh man, gotta wash my hands. Got to wash up.
You're okay too. You guys are new baths today anyway.
You're so fucking cute. Holy shit.
Baths anyway today. Yes, you are. You're gonna get some baths. Yes. We gotta hope you grow out of this. This is the whole point of having littles.
I know.
Yeah, hopefully you get better.
Is it getting a lot of saliva on you?
No.
Or is it okay?
Keep on that jump on the pink pony.
Holy fuck, I need to stop saying that.
Pink pony.
No, it's a fucking song. It's a Chapel Roan song, and I don't like Chapel Roan. As a human. So.
Okay.
Wee.
Get up and
Okay.
get out. That way you can